What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full level 1 Pokemon team. Man, this was a really good video. I'm so happy to get this one uploaded. Now, people, real quick, I've got my PO box ready for Postman Pip. If you guys want to send me some stuff, right, I'm going to open it on, on camera live. It's going to be a new series I'm going to start during the week. So my PO box is in the description of the video if you guys want to send me anything. Can be absolutely anything. Within reason, of course, and I'll be opening them live on my channel, in the coming weeks. All right, let's get into this one. So, with this team, I used all level 1 Pokemon, and all the battles I actually did for this video were on the Plaza, so I had some very interesting ones. Make sure you stick around for the whole one, as I can guarantee you'll get a good laugh. Right, so we have a Mega Medicham lead. I'm leading off my Aron. Now, obviously, I had to make these battles all non-restriction, so that means my Pokemon would all be level 1 in the battle. That's how the strategy would work. So I've got an Aron lead. Now this is the classic Aron Endeavor Sandstorm set. I've also got Toxic on it as well and Protect. So I never saw that fake out coming, so I went for the Protect against the Mega Medicham there. So that's going to block that. And now it's going to start going for the Zen Headbutt. Now the only problem about Zen Headbutt was if I do get hit, I will get Flinch, which is a bit of a pain in the ass too. So the item I've got on is Shell Bell 2. Obviously I've got to do an attacking move and damage to get my health back with that item. So going for the Endeavor on the Medicham, I'm going to get all my health back, and the Medicham is going to be on 1 health. Now, I can either go for Sandstorm or the Toxic to take this thing out. So now it's going to go for the Ice Buds, trying to freeze hacks me, getting me down onto 1 health. My Sturdy is going to kick in there, obviously. Now, the good thing is when you get all your health back, Sturdy will just keep kicking in continually and continually. I've actually done a sweep with this Pokemon set before, very similar one. So if you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out. So on the Medicham, I'm able to land a Toxic, and that is down. So the first battle, we got like sort of more like a more serious team. The second battle, though, oh my goodness, you guys have got to stick around and watch that. This is the most funniest, craziest battle ever. Anyway, so Lando comes in. It's going to intimidate me, which makes such a difference to the battle. So I'm going to go for Protect to see what move it's going to use. Now, I actually was a little bit scared of Stealth Rock. Obviously, things like Stealth Rock, priority moves, Taunt, Toxic users, anything like that really did shake this team up. I had a lot of counters, but I actually got a lot of DCs with this team, which is quite funny. So the Lando's going to come in and take out my Aron with the Earthquake. That's fine. Aron sort of just ran its purpose there. I did have a strategy to make it go a little bit better than that, but it didn't quite work. So now bring in my Yarnmask. Now Yarnmask is basically here to set up the Trick Room. So on this set, I've got Trick Room, I've got Pain Split, I've got Toxic Spikes, and I've got Destiny Bond. I've got the Focus Sash as the item too. Obviously it doesn't have anything like Protect. However, it does have Mummy, which is a handy ability. You can get rid of stuff like Mold Breaker, things like that that would counter this team. So I've got the Trick Room up, and now I'm going to go for the Destiny Bond against the Lando, hoping it takes me down because it's quite a scary Pokemon. It's going to go for U-Turn, which is going to take out my Yamask. Yamask is such a cool Pokemon too. So getting the Mummy ability, Landorus's Mummy. All right. Anyway, so Lando's Mummy is probably like a mountain or something. Anyway, so Yamask goes down, and Lando is going to go see his Mummy too, so we've got a pretty even battle at the moment. I'm able to take out 2 really strong Pokemon. Right, so now I can easily send in my Cottony. Now, this Cottony set worked with Leech Seed and Substitute and Prankster. So the idea here is to go, oh guys, Hacker Exposed, Shawnee Victini. Anyway, I was going to put this up as a separate video, but I thought, nah, I've already done that, video like this. So I thought I'd leave this one into actual team battle, people. Anyway, so going for Protect. Now, the problem with this is actually has Searing Shot. Searing Shot has a 30% chance to burn the opponent, right? So I was really worried if I got burned, my Cottony was basically Cactus. Anyway, so I'm going to get hit by the Searing Shot there. Obviously, living on 1 health, the item was a Focus Sash on this. And Leech Seed is there to get all your health back, so you continually keep going for the Substitute afterwards. So I've got my Leech Seed. I did not get burned by Searing Shot, thank goodness, and I've got all my health back. Now, with the Prankster, I can go first and go for the Substitute. I've also got Protect on this set and Toxic as well. So this bit, I'm going to... that was the main bit I was worried about, that Searing Shot, right? Because if I got burned, any status really wrecks it because you won't be at full health and stuff. All right, so the Twisted Dimensions turn back to normal, which doesn't matter because Cottony's always going to be going first with Prankster ability. Now I can go for the Substitute, throwing that up, and Victini cannot do anything to me. It can just, sit there and die to Leech Seed, basically. It cannot get through my Substitute or anything. Obviously, I had a couple of weaknesses with this, like sound-based moves were going through my Substitute. I had problems like that. or I just got status and things along those lines. Prankster coming up against a Dark-type Pokemon too was a problem. Alright, so I'm going to speed this bit up a little bit. So they were very adamant to try and take out my Cottony substitute. So I was hoping they'd actually swap so I could get a free substitute up. And, the next incoming Pokemon, I could, they could fall for the same trap. But they just kept attacking me, unfortunately. And, however, they were dying to Leech Seed, so it wasn't like a full waste. Now, I'm guessing they will have like a Celebrate Victini, because that's why it had stored Powerful. I don't think you'd run it on Victini for any other reason. So throwing the substitute up, and they just would not let me keep my substitute. I was really banking on them for the swap there. However, the only good thing that came out of this is the Victini is going to go down. So throwing my final substitute up, and the Cottony is going to be back at full health there. Obviously, just with the Leech Seed damage on the Victini, and Victini faints there. I love seeing a shiny Victini, people. It's beautiful. Right, so we got half the team down now. Cottony is still in good health. Now we have Tapu Lele coming in. So if you do remember, I don't have my Focus Sash anymore, and there's really nothing I can do to this thing. So there's really nothing I could do, so I just burn it off. I could go for Substitute, try and stall it out, or I don't know. I just didn't think there was any point just keeping the Cottony in anymore. It basically, once it loses its Focus Sash and it can't get Leech Seed up at the start, it's basically just useless. So I let it die, and the Tapu Lele is going to go for an all-out pummeling. What is this coming off, like Focus Miss or something? So the Cottony is obviously definitely going to take this one, guys. I know it's going to resist it, and I know it's not very effective. It's -4, but don't know how I died. Alright, so the Cottony is down, and the Tapu Lele takes me out. And I'm surprised I didn't have a shiny Tapu Lele. Alright, so we got 3 more Pokemon left. I've got to swap in Magnemite now. I've also done a Magnemite sweep, very similar to this set on my channel too, if you want to check it out. So we got the old Recycle Berry Juice set. So I did this one like so many years ago. It's quite funny. It's very commonly used now. So we got the Recycle Berry Juice with Sturdy. So the idea is that it's got Sturdy ability. It's holding the Berry Juice. So if you just keep going like Recycle, it'll just continually getting its health back. Obviously, you need some sort of like damage on the field. Like Toxic Spikes is always good. I ran Toxic on this set. And I've also got Protect. And I've also got Magic Code on this set too. Sometimes I led with it in case I felt the opponent may be going for like Stealth Rocks or something, or Spikes or anything like that. That was quite handy. I'd say a Rapid Spin on this team would have been really good, but I couldn't really work it in that well. I kind of like this team. Anyway, so I just went for the Recycle, and each time you use Recycle, you find the last consumable item, which was my Berry Juice. So I'm getting all my health back continuously, and since I got full health again, Sturdy will keep activating like over and over and over again. So it's like just... yeah, it's just like having an infinite Focus Sash. Alright, so anyway, Tapu Lele is not going to get anywhere with me, and it's going to have to swap out. In comes the Mimikyu. Oh, it's shiny. Okay, of course it is. So going for the Protect there, just getting a little bit extra damage on the Tapu Lele. Unfortunately, it swapped out. No, now it's going to have the Will-O-Wisp, which really sucks. So that's going to get rid of my, my perfect strategy. So I'm burnt. I'm going to go for Toxic though. That was really good because I was able to get the Toxic on the Mimikyu. Mimikyu was, it was definitely a problem now with that Will-O-Wisp. That was a big problem. So I've got the Toxic on the Mimikyu. I can keep going for Protect now, try and just rack the damage up on that. Magnemite is basically Cactus now. There's not much you can do. Alright, so the Psychic Terrain disappears from the field. Not that it has too much effect on this battle. I'm just going to go for Protect against the Mimikyu to try and rack up some Toxic damage. It's really run this race. It cannot do any more damage. Right, so the Shadow Sneak is obviously getting it blocked. I thought, well, I can always go for another Protect to try and get some more damage on this thing. There's not really much point not going for it. I can't do anything. So I went for Protect, but it failed. The double Scumbag for Protect failed, and now the Mimikyu is going to go for Shadow Sneak. Obviously, that's going to take me out in one shot. So that's the thing. Once they get like burned or status it gets really difficult. Right, so anyway, I got the Toxic damage up on the Mimikyu. It's done around half health with Toxic, which is nice. I've still got 2 Pokemon left. So this is my Sork. I've done a level 1 Sork sweep too, if you guys haven't seen that one. Now this set is as follows. Obviously you're using Sturdy as well, but instead of using something like Recycle, you're using Pain Split. I've also got Red Card on this one too. That normally would run with Toxic Spikes from my Yanmar Sleep, but I wasn't able to actually get them up. So, going for the Sork, and with the Pain Split on the Magearna comes in, I'm able to get all my health back, which is pretty good. I've also got obviously Protect on this set too. So now with the Magearna going for the Volt Switch, that's going to obviously take me down to my Sturdy again, and it's going to be swapped out of the battle. So the problem is that Mimikyu, it's got Will-O-Wisp, and I'm not sure, like, I think that was like the biggest counter I was thinking. So in comes the Mimikyu again. I'm probably going to definitely use the Will-O-Wisp. So I went for the Pain Split on my Sork and getting all my health back. Now, I knew that Sork was definitely my best player on my team, right? So I had to like save it. I was thinking, should I swap out here, or, you know, going to my Rattata. That was obviously my last Pokemon. I really wanted Sork to be safe, right? Because that was the most important Pokemon. Like, Rattata was sort of, you know, it couldn't last as long as Sork could. Alright, so Mimikyu is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm obviously going to protect. Now the Mimikyu is going to swap out, and they're going to bring out the Magearna. Now, I actually went for the swap here into Rattata to take the hit. I was like, Rattata is expendable at the moment, but, you know, that wasn't the case. Obviously, he expected me to swap to. I'm not really sure, but now we have the Rattata. I'm going for the Endeavor here, and the Quick Attack, obviously, that was the strategy. It's going to go for a Fluid Cannon, and that's going to hit my Rattata. Rattata, obviously, is the old classic Endeavor Focus Sash Quick Attack set. Also had on it Protect and Super Fang as well. Right, so going for the Endeavor on the Magearna, it's going to take it down to 1 health. Now, this is the point where I thought, they're going to swap into Mimikyu or Tapu Lele, so I might go just leave it in. I went for the Quick Attack, but they stayed in, and the Magearna is going to go down. So I was like, damn, son, maybe they expect me to swap. I'm not sure. So the Tapu Lele is going to come in here. Obviously, the Psychic Surge is going to be up on the field again. I cannot do anything because obviously Quick Attack is not going to... Not that it's going to do anything anyway because it has lots of health back, like left. And now the Tapu Lele is going to go for the Moonblast, and that's going to take out my Rattata. So that my last Pokemon remaining is the Sork, people, and I still got 2 other Pokemon to take out. Right, so now I've got my Pain Split going. I've got the poison on the Tapu Lele, and I've also got the poison on the Mimikyu. So now they're going to withdraw their Tapu Lele and send in Mimikyu. I was like, damn, okay. So Mimikyu's on a little bit of health too. I was like, damn, they got to make like use of this next one. It's going to fail, obviously, because the Protect obviously failed on the swap. Now Mimikyu, I can just go for Protect again on the Mimikyu, and that's basically it. It cannot hit me with Will-O-Wisp, and it's going to feign itself, and that is basically you know, over for their Mimikyu. It cannot do anything against me, and it's going to go down to the poison. I mean, even if they swapped it in afterwards, I would have just gone for Protect anyway and Pain Split, and basically that was game. There's nothing that they can possibly do to me. They don't have any sort of status moves on this Tapu Lele. Now, the only move it's got, obviously, to hit me is attacking move, so my Sork's going to be able to easily live that on the super effective, the Sturdy, and get all its health back with Pain Split. And yeah, that's basically the game. So this was probably the best battle that I had against like more like level 100, like sort of like standard teams. Out of all of them, but the battle coming up, people, you've got to watch it. It's so funny. Anyway, so the Tapu Lele is going to slowly go down to the Toxic and just continuing firing, like Moonblasting me too. Right, so my Sork is going to go down once again to the Sturdy. That's the great thing about Sturdy. It's such a handy ability with this. You can make like a lot of level 1 sets work too. Now, anyway, so getting all my health back, Tapu Lele is on its last legs, and it's going to go down to the Toxic the next turn, and good game. The Psychic Terrain disappears from the field too, and it's going to go for its final Moonblast, and that is going to be game. I hope you guys enjoyed this first battle, and we'll get on to the second battle in a sec. Now, people, quickly, I'm just going to remind you again, if you do want to send me stuff, the P.O. box is in the description of the video. I'm very much looking forward to opening things. I'm not sure what they'll be, but yeah, I'll just leave that just probably at the bottom of the description or something like that. Alright, so Tapu Lele is finally down, and that is the first game. Let's get on to the second game. Now, people, this was the greatest battle ever. This was a battle against Ravon on the Wi-Fi Plaza, whatever you call it. I hope you see this battle, because, or if you do ever see this, you're a legend. Alright, so their first Pokemon is Eevee, called Blizzard. It's level 16. They did not have a level 100 team. Alright, so Eevee's going to go for the Scummy Sand Attack on my Yamask. So the idea is to go for the Trick Room and take the opponent out with the Destiny Bomb. Now, I was thinking, what's Eevee going to do to me? I'm not sure what this guy's, you know, he may be running like, I don't know, Bite or something. Anyway, so I went for the Pain Split there, getting about half its health back with that. Now it's going to go for another Sand Attack. What is this? What is this strategy, people? What is this strategy? So, my actually is going to be dropped there twice. Blizzard now swaps out of the battle. I'm scared of that Blizzard. Now we have the Char coming in, which is the, I'm pretty sure this is the in-game trade. And now I'm going to go for Pain Split again on the Char, taking half its health. Now, even though these Pokemon are not level 100, right, this is going to be deceivingly harder than versing level 100 Pokemon, because The damage and things on Leech Seed, Endeavor, they don't quite add up, so you don't they always get all your health back either. Pain Spit will do less. There's a lot of different things going on here. So now we have the Unburden going, and it's going to have Mummy. I'm going to go down to my Focus Sash. So now I can go for the Destiny Bond against the Hawlucha, throwing that up. I've got to take the Hawlucha, people. It's a threat. So go for the Destiny Bond, and now it's going to go for the Aero Ace, taking me out there, and that's one Pokemon down each. Now, this, definitely with these strategies, they relied more on the opponent being level 100, so I thought I'd stick around for an amazing battle like this and see what happened. So the Trick Room is going to, I think that's going to go back to normal, and now we have Lord Goomy coming out at level 19, and I've got my Rattata. So this was pretty simple. I could go for the Endeavor and Quick Attack to finish this thing off, and then it goes for a Dragon Breath. The only thing I was worried here about Dragon Breath, if I got status or anything like that, that'd be a big problem. Hang on by the Focus Sash, and then I got paralyzed. No, that means I cannot go for the Endeavor, and I get paralyzed the move after too, so I wasn't actually able to get the Endeavor off, and now I can't go for a Quick Attack, and I'm finishing me off with a Disrespect Bubble. Oh, I can't believe this is happening. So my Rattata's going down. I'm getting beaten by a Bubble Goomy, Bubble Dragon Breath Goomy. Now, swapping an Aron. I know, guys, I know I'm weak to Bubble, but I've got to bite the bullet and take this out. So now the Goomy's going to go for the super effective Bubble, taking me all the way down to my Sturdy. Now I can go for the Endeavor and try and take the Goomy out. So Goomy's obviously going to go down all the way to 1 health. Now Endeavor also works on how much damage you deal to and health. So my Endeavor actually doesn't take me up to 4 health. And now Goomy's going to take me out with a Bubble again. Oh, this can't be happening. Oh, Raycon, you're such a savage. Alright, so my Aron is down. I've got 3 Pokemon remaining. I've got to get back into this game. The tide of the battle has to change. Swapping in my Sork. Now, the only thing I can really do is go for the Toxic against this thing. It's going to go for an Absorb. Oh, it's going to get all its health back. That's going to crit me too. We all know that mattered. And the Sturdy is going to kick in there. And Goomy's going to get all that health back. So now I've got the red card. Holding up my red card to Goomy. Fucking Goomy. So the red card is taking the Goomy out of the battle. I do not want to see that again for a while. Charmeleon, my boy, comes in, going for the Pain Spit and getting all my health back. So that's a nice chunk of damage to the Charmeleon. What is this Charmeleon going to do? What is it going to do? It's going to go for a Z move. What is this? I don't know. I'm not sure what move this is coming off. Some sort of normal type move. Anyway, so I know that I can live this one with the Sturdy, and then I can go for the Pain Spit again to do some more damage to the Charmeleon. Right, so it's going to be Breakneck Bliss, and I think it might be, I'm not sure, depending on their level, I think it might be coming off Scratch or something. So Charmeleon's going to go for the Z Scratch against me. It's like, it's like facing one of my movesets, and the Sturdy is going to kick in. I'm going to go for the Pain Split again against the Charmeleon, and that's going to get me lots of my health back, getting me all the way down. So now I can go for the, I can either go for the Toxic. I really have to go for that because Pain Split will not get all my health back. It's going to go for the Ember. Sturdy kicks in once again. Now I'm going to go for the Toxic against the Charmeleon. I had to go for that because I definitely wouldn't have got all my health back judging on these low levels. Man, this battle is hype. So I've got the Toxic up against the Charmeleon. The battle is fire at the moment. Now I can go for the Protect. The only problem was here, I could go for Protect. I have to go for Protect twice, right? Because the Charmeleon, the toxic damage on the Charmeleon has not racked up enough to take it out either. So I need basically one more turn to take this guy out. My Sork is going to go for Protect this turn. I get the double Protect on the Charmeleon, and that is down. The Z Scratch Charmeleon is down, people. I love clearing these threats from the field. So I've still got 3 Pokemon remaining. Now the only problem is Sork really can't do anything anymore. It's on 1 health. It hasn't got all its health back. And now Blizzard comes out. Man, I've been scared of this Blizzard the whole battle. Right, so old Blizzard is going to come in and go for the Quick Attack, taking out my Sork. So I've only got 2 Pokemon. Man, what is this guy? He, like, crits me all the time. Right, so I've got 2 Pokemon remaining. I've got Cottony, people, that this is it. So I'm going to go for the Elite Seed on the EV, or the Blizzard. Now, Blizzard's going to go for the Quick Attack, out-prioritizing me, and it's going to take me all the way down to my Sash. This is bad, people. This is really, really bad. Adaptability, Quick Attack, EV. Alright, so I've got my Leech Seed up, which is nice. That's going to get me some health back. Now, the problem is, once again, since we're not running a level 100 battle, I'm not going to actually get all my health back with Leech Seed. No! So here, I'm going to have to go for Protect, praying that I can get all my health back, or things are going to go south real quick. So the Protect, obviously, is going to stop the next Quick Attack. I'm going to get some more health back with the Leech Seed, bringing up my Cottony to... Unfortunately here, it didn't get me all the way out to 11 health, 12 health. It got me to 11! Like, no! Now the Eevee's going to be able to take me out with a quick attack at one shot. How can this be happening? Oh, this can't be happening. No. All right, so my last little ray of sunshine is my Magnemite. Now, we've got the Protect up on the Eevee, and I've got the Leech Seed happening too, so I can get some extra damage on Eevee. I've still got 2 other Pokemon to take out too. There was a Marsh Stomp, and there was also another unknown Pokemon. So we got the Leech Seed up on the Blizzard now. I can either go for another one, or I can go for a recycle. Beast is going to come in. Blizzard is swapped out. I've got a little feeling about this. No!